Holy cow, Alibaba, how's everyone today? Day 3 in Japan, we are moving from Arashiyama Ranzan Hotel to another hotel in Kyoto city center, called Riga Royal Hotel Kyoto. Since the check-in time is after 2 p.m., we go to one of the most important tourist sites in Kyoto, called Kiyomizu Dera Temple. Kiyomizu means clear water in Japanese, while dera means temple. So the name Kiyomizu Dera means Temple of Clear Water. The temple was named after a nearby waterfall that provided the temple with its water supply. Kiyomizu Dera is a historical temple in Kyoto, Japan. It was founded in 798 and is one of the oldest temples in Japan. It is a part of the historical monuments of ancient Kyoto, UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temple is unique because it extends outward and is supported on one end, offering visitors a view from a raised platform. The temple also features several other historical buildings and gardens, as well as a waterfall believed to have spiritual healing powers. Here are some of the important things to look out for when visiting Kiyomizu Dera in Kyoto. The wooden stage. Well, the wooden stage or budai is one of the most recognizable features of the temple. The main hall. The main hall of the temple is large, impressive building that is home to several important Buddhist statues. Waterfall. The temple is named after a nearby waterfall that was believed to have spiritual healing powers. Visitors can drink the water from the waterfall, which is said to bring good luck. Do remember to go sip the clear water in Kiyomizu Dera. Gardens. The temple grounds are home to several beautiful gardens, including a traditional Japanese garden and a tea garden. Historical buildings. The temple features several historical buildings, including the Otowa no Taki Waterfall Pavilion, the Jishu Shrine, and the Okunoin Hall. Cultural activities. Visitors can participate in traditional Japanese cultural activities such as tea ceremony, incense burning, and calligraphy. Arts and architecture. The temple is a great example of traditional Japanese architecture, and its buildings and grounds are adorned with beautiful works of art, including carvings, sculptures, and paintings. If you are interested in fully immersing yourself in the traditional Japanese experience, you might consider renting a kimono for the day, which is a very popular activity in Kyoto. The cost of renting a kimono in Kyoto can vary depending on several factors, such as the type of kimono, the length of the rental period, and the location of the rental shop. On average, you can expect to pay between 3,000 to 8,000 yen, that is 30 to 80 USD, for a full kimono rental package, which typically includes the kimono, obi is the sash, undergarments, and accessories such as sandals and hair ornaments. Some rental shops may offer more expensive premium packages with higher-end kimonos and accessories, while others may offer budget-friendly options for those on a tight budget. It is best to shop around and compare prices at different rental shops before making a decision. The nearby attractions are Higashiyama District, a historical neighborhood filled with traditional wooden buildings, shops, temples, and shrines. With a rental kimono, you will look wonderful for your photo taking. Yasuka Shrine, a Shinto shrine located just a few minutes walk from Kiyomizu dera. Maruyama Park, a large public park near Kiyomizu dera that is famous for its cherry blossom trees. Gion District, a famous geisha district located a short walk from Kiyomizu dera, where visitors can see traditional wooden houses, shops, and tea houses. If you're lucky, you may see geisha walking around. They usually come out a little later in the afternoon. Kodaiji Temple, a historical Zen temple located just a few minutes walk from Kiyomizu dera that is known for its beautiful gardens and traditional architecture. Jishu Shrine, a small shrine located within the ground of Kiyomizu dera that is dedicated to the god of love and matchmaking. Sanju San Gendo Temple, a historical temple located a short walk from Kiyomizu dera that is known for its long wooden hall filled with statues of the Thousand Arms Cannon. Jion-in Temple, a large temple located a short walk from Kiyomizu dera that is the headquarters of the Jodo sect of Buddhism. Our lunch is at one of the noodle restaurants near Kiyomizu dera. The price is slightly higher than outskirts. We had a udon set with chicken, tempura set, duck meat with soba sets. Where to park your car? The fee for the large public parking lot near the temple is typically around 500 to 800 yen per day. Smaller parking lots located throughout the temple grounds may charge a lower fees. After our meal, we check into our hotel called the Riga Royal Hotel Kyoto. The Riga Royal Hotel Kyoto is considered to be in a good location. It is situated near popular tourist attractions such as the Kyoto Imperial Palace, Nijo Castle, and the famous Gion District, and it also conveniently located near transportation hubs. Riga Royal Hotel Kyoto has approximately 733 rooms, so it's quite huge. The hotel has its own parking facilities for guests who are driving. The hotel have elevator parking within the premises. Elevator parking is a system of automated parking garages where vehicles are stored vertically, one on top of the other, using elevators. This allows for efficient use of limited space in cities where real estate is at a premium, especially in CBD area. The process of parking and retrieving a vehicle typically involves the driver parking the vehicle on a platform, which is then automatically lifted and stored in a designated parking space. When the vehicle is needed, the platform with the vehicle is retrieved and lowered to the ground level for the driver to retrieve the vehicle. Fushimi Inari Shrine is located in Fushimi-ku, Kyoto. It is another famous shrine in Japan and is dedicated to the god Inari, who is considered to be the patron of agriculture, business, and prosperity. The shrine is known for its thousands torii gates, which form a path leading up to the main shrine's buildings. Fushimi Inari Shrine is a popular tourist destination and attracts many visitors each year who come to see the gates and explore the shrine's grounds. Inari is typically depicted as a deity associated with foxes, which are believed to be messengers of the deity. You will see Inari foxes statues at the entrance of the shrine along the path of torii gates, and at various other locations throughout the shrine's grounds. Go spot them and take pictures with the Inari foxes. The exact number of torii gates at the shrines is not specified, but it is estimated to be over 10,000. The gates were donated by individuals and businesses as a form of offering to the deity Inari. The gates, along with the surrounding forests, create a unique and iconic landscape that attracts many visitors each year. The total distance to the top is approximately 4 km, and it takes 2 to 3 hours to complete. It is a popular hiking trail that offers scenic views and a unique cultural experience. At the top, you'll be rewarded with stunning view of the whole city. We had our dinner at the Kyoto station, which is about 10 minutes walk from Riga Royal Hotel. Kyoto Station has several food courts and dining areas offering a variety of local and international cuisine. Some popular food trails within Kyoto Station include the food floor in the basement of the Isetan department store, where visitors can find a variety of traditional Japanese and local Kyoto cuisine, as well as international food options. There are also several restaurants, cafes, and food stores located throughout the station, offering a range of dining options for travelers and visitors. In addition to the food options inside Kyoto Station, there are also many dining establishments and street food vendors in the surrounding area, offering a wealth of food options for travelers and locals alike. We had a Western Japanese fusion restaurants. This is what we have: prawn salad, beef with brinjal, and a meat platter. The restaurant is a great place for people who drink alcohol. Our day 4 starts with Nara Park as our first destination. The distance between Riga Royal Hotel and Nara Park is about 70 kilometers, which took us about an hour to arrive. Nara Park is a famous park located in the center of Nara city and is home to many Nara's most famous attractions, including several historical temples and the famous Nara deer. We park our car in a smaller parking lot nearby. Apparently, it is a private parking lot area owned by the residents. I saw the old man holding a signboard written parking and waving at us, so we just moved our car to his directions. Do remember to get the ticket from them so you'll know how to go back to your car. Nearby the park, there is Todaiji Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This temple is one of the largest wooden buildings in the world and houses a large bronze statue of Buddha. You will have to pay a fee to get in to see the big Buddha. Please also pay attention to a large wooden gate that serves as the entrance to Todaiji Temple, known for its 2 large wooden guardians known as Nyo. Nyo, also known as Agyo and Unkyo, are 2 fearsome and protective deities in Japanese Buddhist tradition. They are usually depicted as muscular guardians with angry expressions and are often placed at the entrance of Buddhist temples to ward off evil spirits, and protect the temple's residents and visitors. Another interesting thing to note in Todaiji Temple is the wooden pillar with a hole. It is a famous architectural feature located in the temple's main hall, the Daibutsudan. The pillar is said to have a hole in it that is the same size as one of the temple's bronze statues of Buddha. And it is believed that those who can squeeze through the hole will be granted enlightenment in their next life. The hole in the wooden pillar has become a popular attraction at Todaiji Temple, and many visitors attempt to crawl through it as a form of spiritual practice or as a test of their physical ability. Due to COVID, the wooden pillar with a hole is temporarily closed for hygiene purposes. You should also include Kusaga Taisha Shrine. It is a Shinto shrine located in Nara. It is one of the most famous shrines in Japan and is known for its associations with the Kusagayama hill behind it. The shrine was established in 768 AD and is dedicated to the deity Kusaga no Mikoto, the god of fertility and prosperity. The shrine is famous for its many bronze lanterns, which are lit twice a year during the lantern festivals in February and August. The shrine's buildings and grounds are also decorated with many stone lanterns and other stone artifacts. Kinkakuji Temple, also known as the Golden Pavilion, is a Zen Buddhist temple located in Kyoto. It is one of the most famous and iconic landmarks in Japan and is a UNESCO World Heritage. The temple was originally built in the 14th century as a retirement villa for the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu, but it was later converted into a Zen temple after his death. The temple is named for its golden-plated top two floors, which are covered in gold leaf and shine brightly in the sun. When you have the Golden Pavilion, there is always another pavilion in silver. It is the Ginkakuji Temple, also a Zen Buddhist temple that was built in the 15th century as a retirement villa for the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimasa. Unlike its name suggests, the temple is not covered in silver, but its simple and understated design, combined with its beautiful settings in Zen garden, is what makes it so special. Our dinner is again at the Kyoto station since our hotel is only nearby. This time we have Korean. We had Korean fried chicken, cold noodles, and spicy hot pot oyster rice. It was a really yummy dinner. You can choose 2 types of flavor for your fried chicken. And for the cold noodles, it really cools you down as it has a lot of ice and pear in it. The hot oyster rice is served super hot, and be careful not to burn your tongue. There are 3 cold dishes served before our order came. The portion wasn't big, but good enough for us. Since we didn't opt for breakfast for our hotel, we choose to have our breakfast in Japanese convenience store. Breakfast at the convenience store in Japan typically includes onigiri, the rice balls, sandwiches, pastries, and drinks such as coffee and juice. Some stores also offer hot food options like bento boxes or bowls of noodles. The prices are affordable and the food is often packaged to go, making it a popular choice for busy commuters. Convenience stores in Japan such as 7-Eleven or Lawson are open 24/7 and widely available, making them a convenient options for a quick breakfast. Seriously, you should try out the bento set in the Japanese convenience store if you are traveling in Japan. You will be amazed at the quality of the food. Before we leave for Kyoto the following morning, we dropped by to Nijo Castle. It was another historical building in Kyoto built in the 17th century as the residence of Tokugawa shogun. During my visit in December 2023, some parts of the buildings are under renovations. Things you should look for in Nijo Castle are the Ninomura Palace, the main hall of the castle. The Ninomaru Palace is a beautiful example of Momoyama-style architecture and is considered one of the finest examples of its kind. Nijo Castle was the site of many important events in Japanese history, including the Meiji restorations, which mark the end of the shogunate and the beginning of modern Japan. There is a huge parking lot just right in front of the castle. Now my final thoughts for you. If you were to ask me how many days you should stay in Kyoto, well, I have to say minimum of 2 to 3 days, and ideally should be 4 to 5 days. In our case, we spent 2 days in Arashiyama, Uji, and 2 days in Kyoto city area. So in total, it's about 4 days in Kyoto. If you spend 6 to 7 days with this amount of time, you can really immerse yourself in Kyoto culture and history, visiting many of the city's lesser-known temples and shrines and taking part in traditional activities such as tea ceremonies or flower arrangement classes. Now, renting a kimono and walking around in the city of Kyoto is another highlight you should not miss. There are many people doing the same thing, so you won't be the only one who is wearing a kimono. The places that are best to rent a kimono would be somewhere near Kiyomizu dera, Arashiyama, and Fushimi Inari. There are many shops open for the kimono renting business, and best if you can go early so that you can choose your favorite kimono. Now, if you enjoy my travel stories, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how is it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget.